better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tar Heels ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will be first on the attack. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Tosses it incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
To the ground with the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people...
There he goes! And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The Tar Heels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to. And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. And that's a...
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
It is 3rd and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going.
Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
Get set.
Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're Clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing cranked up and started right.
And this crowd loves it. They want to go for it on fourth down. They want points. They want action. They want some momentum for us on this football field.
Jones wants to throw it. Touchdown, North Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He'll pull it down. Open space at the 25. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That's a first down for the offense.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll try to pop the draw. Breaks into the open. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Knocked off his feet.
I love the job by the receiver there on the crow route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys that would be hesitant and they would want to wait for the ball. Not this guy. He went and attacked it and secured the catch.
Looking for room. It's Hurley. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. There he goes. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jones wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Going for 6. Touchdown, South Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Hawaii. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to... A bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone. Be first and goal from the 1.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Backed up now, here's second and long. looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Jones wants to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Knocked down for the tackle.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Holman. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jones to throw. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down. .15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Grabbed in the middle. It's Holman. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Get set, get set.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, UNC! And with that, when they jump up here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls it, fired complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Using his legs, it's Bland. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a little space. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Got his man quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Jones to throw. Back open in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move. And they have a first down at the 38. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's caught. It's Dobbs. Still on his feet at the 45. Kearney on the Jets. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to...
He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Making side adjustments here. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jones wants to throw it. Under fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. And the big game. Got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off play action on first down. He makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to throw again. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Jones to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Under fire. Got his man on the outside. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
Yeah, a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, and give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. They want to throw it. Gets rid of it. Quickly complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Now adjusting. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bland. He's stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And he really wanted that 1st down, but you've got to understand, it's 4th down now. Got to get the 1st down, less than 60 seconds, so got to be fast and get the 1st down.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. The attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's a frustrating miss. The offense does their job, man. Gets them in position, tried to score a touchdown, tried to go get the win, but trying to tie it up in the last second, got him in range, and the kicker, he just missed it. He missed the opportunity, and this one's over.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just has to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.